Hello, everyone. Today I'd like to go through a case I just had come to my office a couple hours ago. This young woman came on in. She had literally just lost number 7 last night, and she needed back a tooth immediately. I guess when she lost number 7, she lost her crown number 7. I really kind of suck at making anterior temps, especially making anterior temps when there's not a guide to have here. And so what we decided to do for this young lady is we decided to print one out for her. She had caries on 6 and 8, so we fixed those teeth up right there. I got some other caries as well. You can see one on 8, and she got caries otherwise in other teeth, and we're going to fix those up as time goes on. But she needed number 7 back today. So I want to kind of go through my process for how we did it. So we numbed her up good, fixed 6 and 8 just because they're proximal. I packed cord because I like packing cord for these cases. I've really gotten back into that lately. And what we did with her was I prepped the tooth slightly there. Nothing really just had to smooth things out a little bit. And I scanned her with my i500. And you can see right here, we got some good margins right there. I always feel kind of guilty showing my crown preps because they're not nearly as pretty as other people's, but this is what I did right there. And so what I want to go through next is how I made the crown. So we exported it into, Blue Sky Plan, and I was able to fabricate a crown of it. So let's go through that process here. So let's open up Blue Sky Plan here. Got Crown and Bridge module. Go Conventional Crown. Open up this person's chart. I will pull up the maxillary and mandibular STL files. I won't do the OBGA files. I don't really care about the color because I got a good margin just because I put pack cord down there. We will align the models. And now we got some pretty good little models right there. Continue to crown design. And now let's design a crown for her. So let's choose on there. I like the Mitchurst Pontic library for this one right here. 7. Okay, beautiful. Great. Manipulate model. Let's put it where I want to put it at here. Beautiful. Good. So I try to get the base movements first here. Let's try to make number 7 match number 10 a little bit. We can see how it's a little bit, she needs braces in the future. Probably she's got some pretty bad cavities, so it won't be anytime near in the future. But, let's still try to get things as ideal as possible for right now because why not? But I'll probably rotate just slightly there because that's probably where the tooth was initially. Perfect. Let's lengthen it a bit here. And let's see here. Let's also widen it slightly because I want to have a little more contact with number 6, even though it is number 10 is kind of smaller, but we can always slim it if I need to later on. Great. Let's see what it looks like in occlusion right there. And you can see she has open bites, so the occlusion is not a big deal at all. Perfect. Let's hide that. Now let's make a tooth out of it. Let's double check everything here. Do I like the way it's fitting right there? Yeah, good. That looks good from that angle. It's not too long. Let's try to match number 10 a little more here. Let's kind of remove a little bit from that mesial incisal angle a little bit here, just to, and maybe a little too much. Control Z to kind of bring it back. Let's actually smooth it out. That's probably the better option here. Let's see what happens if I smooth it. Actually, let's do this. Let's bring back the distal a little bit more here. Let's try that instead. Good. That looks pretty good to me. Perfect. And yeah, so let's make our crown now. So go to crown, conventional crown, maxilla. Model is the maxillary model. Crown is lateral incisor. Antagonist, it doesn't really matter, but you will click mandibular model for that. I will go to the crown. I will hide the crown because it's easier to find the margins that way. You can see my margins got pack cord. Perfect. All right, choose the path to draw right here. Wonderful. Set direction. Great. Great. Now choose the interproximal context here. Good. All right, looks like we're a little under thick on these on the facial and lingual here. Not a big deal. Just add a little bit there. And we'll add a little bit here. That's not a huge deal. Let's make sure it didn't really mess up anything. Let's make it a little bit thicker on that facial here. Good. Perfect. Let's add more right there. Good. Still liking the way that's all looking right there. Go next. Perfect. A little bit thin on that lingual. Let's add right there. Facial looking pretty good though. Let's add a little more to the IP context, because why not? We can always slenderize those later on if we need to. That way if we decide to do ortho, and let's smooth out this one right here, because otherwise we'll get in. But let's add a little more to make sure the papilla can grow in. And then smooth right here. And let's toggle transparency to kind of see how everything's looking. I'm liking that. That's looking pretty good to me right there. I think that would get some papilla fill right there with it. And let's add a little more to the distal. Good. But let's smooth out it as well, because I kind of want one more broader contacts. Perfect. And wonderful. And within about 5 minutes, I have a crown that I can export to this young lady's file. I will print it off on my Sol. For her, I'll probably be using the Cure A1 resin just go ahead in there. And yeah, I'll have something out with her in about 30 minutes or so that's ready to pop on in. Thank you for following. Appreciate it.